Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to the channel today. It's good to have you. Welcome back to all of our subscribers. It's great to have you here today. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome. Consider subscribing, consider hitting that like button, and consider becoming a member. And then to learn more about me and my company and how we can help take your gym, help take your business that next level, check out those links below. Now, with that said, our topic for you today, it's 11 secrets of new gym success. 11 secrets of new gym success. Now, when I put this together, I'm thinking, folks that are new, they're getting into the business, they're opening up a gym, they're getting started for that very first time. And so this is really who I was thinking about when I did this. But also, if you've been in this for a while, take a look at this and say, maybe, I've got some lingering things here that could really have an impact on my business. So let's kick this thing off. I've got 11 secrets here for you. Number one, have a pretty good idea of what you're getting into. Okay. So with new club startups, here's one of the things that we do with our clients is, we help them with business planning, and it's a cooperative effort. It's collaborative. Okay, we don't just write it for them; we do it together. But the reason we do this is we want to give an education on this. Okay, we want to give an education on the business, because I know we've had a lot of folks that have come to us and said, "Well, hey, I think I want to open a gym. I think I want to do this, but I don't know enough yet to commit." And I mean, we'll just get started on the educational process. I'll say, well, let's just go the educational process. Once we're done with that, then they can make a decision, go or no go, right? Because you want to have a pretty good idea of what you're getting into. Okay, I was talking to someone recently, and they said, well, what I figured out is, boy, sales and marketing is a lot more important than I thought it was going to be. Well, yeah, it's one of the biggest reasons for failure is that failure to understand and implement sales and marketing. Okay, so have a pretty good idea of what you're getting into. Number two, you want to line up members before you open your doors, i.e. pre-sales. I had someone recently tell me they didn't believe in pre-sales and they weren't going to do it. But, it's going to take you, say, 90 days, to get your club open, in most cases, maybe a little longer even, okay? We want to be selling during that period. Just imagine, 100, 200, 300, 400 members, bringing their friends in when you first open and all their dues, going into your account when you first open. Start lining up customers, start lining up members now, okay? Pre-sales, start doing it now. Number three, line up as much money as you can. Okay, one of the great rules that I like to follow is we're always looking for money. Do you always need it? Maybe not. Okay, but have it there available, because you never know when things will change. Okay, so always be lining up money, always be looking at potential investors, potential opportunities with banks and other lenders that might want to participate in what you're doing. Who knows, even landlords and things like that. You'll have members in there that they see what you're doing, they might want to participate. But line up as much money as you can. Number four, be frugal. Okay, and here's the way I like to approach this when I say be frugal. Do more with less. Just because maybe you have some money doesn't mean you have to spend it. I mean, first rule of thumb is we want to keep a minimum of 1 month, base operating expense on hand. So if your facility is costing you, say, $50,000 a month, well, let's make sure there's $50,000 in that bank account. But maybe you've got initial funding. Let's just don't spend. Let's do more with less. Let's make sure we're getting a proper return on what we have. Be frugal. Number five, adapt. Adapt. Things are going to change. They're going to change. What you thought you were going to do here, oops, I have to adapt. I have to change over here. Things are going to happen. You're going to have roadblocks and setbacks. Think about these things in advance and make sure that there's a plan to mitigate that. Because here's what we don't want to do. We don't want success to become optional. We're going to have success. We're going to get this done. We're going to get this figured out. Okay? Adapt. Number six, keep your members. And this gets back to, retention. One of the things that I see over and over and over and over, clubs are losing 4, 5, 6% of their member base a month. If you're losing 4%, you're essentially losing half your members every year. So we want to make sure we've got a process and a strategy in place to keep our members. And the secret to it is we've got to communicate. We've got to be talking to them. We've got to keep them engaged. It's all about creating that member experience is the big thing here. Okay, so keep your members. Number 7, hire good employees. Okay, and you can search here on the channel, recruiting and how to recruit and different ways to recruit. Lots of videos on how to do that. We want to hire good employees. Okay, but also make sure we're training these folks. Don't just hire them and think it's going to start to happen. We've got to train them. We've got to make sure they're getting better. We've got to create this culture, of success, this culture of how we're going to produce. But hire good employees, absolutely. But please train them. I know a lot of clubs will use this channel as their training mechanism, to get their folks trained. They'll listen to 2 or 3 videos a day, then have a discussion over it, and then now we have accountability on how we're going to move forward. Number 8, find someone to talk to. Okay, and so here's what I mean. One of the bigger mistakes, and this kind of gets back to really any business owner, certainly a new one, don't go it alone. Don't go it alone. Find a mentor. Find someone you trust. Find someone who's a consultant that's been through it. Maybe your attorney. Maybe your accountant. Maybe you have somebody close to you that you trust that has been through it. Okay, but don't go it alone. Okay, because what happens? It's very easily to become isolated. And when you get isolated, you get a little paralyzed and you quit doing things that you should be doing. And all of a sudden, it just gets more difficult and more difficult. Okay, because what you think the problems aren't always what they are. Okay, I had a group one time that I actually went on site, and they were convinced the problem was marketing. And we got in there and started looking at it. That really wasn't the problem at all. And the problem was kind of complacency. It was kind of attitude. And it was kind of following processes was really where it was. And they had some great success without touching the marketing budget. So, we don't always know for sure. So get someone that you can talk to, someone you trust, someone who's been there and done that. Number 9, recharge your own batteries. And so what I mean by that is, protect your most valuable investment, and that's you. That's your most valuable asset that you have is you. Protect it. Make sure you keep working out, you get enough rest, you recharge your batteries, go see a movie, whatever you need to do, but make sure you recharge. Make sure you take care of your most valuable asset, and that's you. Number 10, part of my secrets for new owners, hate working for others. Hate working for others. Here's what I mean. We're not doing this as an owner maybe for the money, but it's for what money can get you, and that's the freedom to do what you want when you want. Hate working for others. You want the freedom. The people that have the highest level of success, the focus isn't the money in most cases. The focus is the freedom to do what they want when they want. And number 11 of my 11 secrets for new gym success, believe in what you do. Believe in this. One of the things you'll hear me talk about, and again, you can search this here on the channel, is when we talk about sales, the most important sale you're ever going to make is the sale you make to yourself. Are you totally sold? Can you solve your customer's problem? Do you have the best gym to solve their problem? Is now the best time to do it? Most people say yes, and most people want to believe that. It's not quite as easy as it might sound. We have to really work at it, because we come across some negativity every day. People telling us no. People telling us, oh, I want to think about it. Talk to somebody else. It's too much money. Okay? We have to continually stay strong at this. But believe in what you do. Believe in it so strong that belief can't be penetrated. Don't let that ever change. okay? Because we're trying to bring people up to our level of passion, our level of belief, our level of conviction. We don't want them taking us down to their level. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. To learn more about me and my company, please check out those links below. And if you've not yet done so, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. Consider becoming a member. And we'll look forward to seeing you all on that next video.